first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. We have, as you said, I'm the 10th president, so there are 9 predecessors, and I think they each served in their own time and probably very different times in higher education. So it's difficult to say what would be the same and what would be different, but I think being an institution founded by the Sisters of Charity, the Incarnate Word, I'm sure that they were all very mission-driven and values-centered, and that's something that I would want to continue with them. I know that for my own style, and probably all 10 of us have different styles, I'm very intent on planning and being very intentional about what we do and also about how well we serve our students. Oh, that's a very timely question. So I think it's not only important to me, I think it's important to this entire community. So it's one of the things that I've heard since I got here is concern about it. I know in 2011 or 2012, there was a change in the policy to certain designated areas, and since then have heard from pretty vocal constituents about smoking and about their, how what they think about it and how it affects them in their personal lives and in their health. And I think for all of us, we should have our students' health and safety as a major concern, and that certainly is a concern of mine. Well, it's very important that I do it, and I think for many reasons. One is, of course, in my role, I need to listen to students and hear from them and hear what's going well, hear how we can improve, and also learn of their experiences so that I am in touch with what's happening here. I think there's also a very personal element to it, which is that I really like students. So I love it when, especially walking through the Student Engagement Center, as happens very frequently, students will stop me and they'll tell me about what's going on. They might tell me about a concern. They'll tell me about something that happened that was wonderful to them, or a point of pride, or just let me know what's happening. And I love that about students. So I love being in touch with them. So it's important personally. It's important professionally. I think, of course, institutionally, it's very important for me to be in touch so that I know what is going on and know how we can improve the institution. After that, I formed a task force on diversity and inclusion, and that task force is actually meeting this week at some length to with an even larger group to discuss what to do moving forward in order to continue dialogue, to continue education. So my hope is that we would be having many more discussions. Also, I hope guest speakers and a lot of interaction surrounding the issue, and that happens in an ongoing manner, not as something that's reactive. I don't know that I would characterize the campus as either liberal or conservative. I would characterize it as one whose mission stems from the Sisters of Charity of the Incarnate Word and as a Catholic institution. And as such, I think, of course, our values come from that, and they are consonant with our being always mindful of what we do that is in the best interest of our students and our educating them. So I'd say that what I will stand for is what is in the best interest of the institution and in educating our students. And if something gets in the way of that, I think you can count on me to be supportive of anything that helps us to be better at educating and being an even more mission-driven and value-centered institution.